time to go and pick the children from the school. I used to wonder how the that's if you how the working mom do this thing. How do you guys do this thing? If you are if you're a working mom, if you are working, how do you do it? Because this school runs of a thing is not easy. Even me that I am not working, though I do business, one or two business here and there, it is not easy. Let me say I am a stay-at-home mom, but not I do business, okay? So how do you guys do it? Those of you that are working, do you normally leave your work to go and pick the children from school, then you drop them at home and go back to the office? How do you guys do this? It's not easy. To be a mother is not easy at all. It's not easy. How do people do it? I remember those days during our when I was still in secondary school. My mom does not do all these school runs in the morning. We'll prepare and go to the school by ourselves. During closing hour, we'll come back by ourselves. But due to how I don't know, insecurity, there are a lot of evil these days. You cannot just leave your child like that. You cannot just hold your child like that. Let me just put on my seat belt. I don't want road safety wahala. These people, I don't know what I did to them. They're always stopping me. So I don't want to have any issue with them. Let me just wear my seat belt. I'm feeling myself. I'm just feeling myself. I didn't do too much. Just putting on my gown, wearing my colored wig, no makeup, using this goggle to to protect my eye because the sun is too much. So right, this about 5 p.m. or so. I want to make jollof rice for my children because they'll be going to school. They'll be going to school tomorrow with jollof rice. So I want to prepare it and keep it. Then in the morning I will microwave it. Oh, in fact, I will warm it. I don't like using microwave all the time. I'll warm it. So I mean, sorry, I said jollof rice, pasta. It is not jollof rice, guys. Please, sorry. It is pasta that I want to make for them. Sorry. So those are the vegetables that I will use to make the pasta for them. And this is my red my beef. I use my air fryer to fry it. So and this is the pasta that I'll be using to cook for them. This is a Nigerian golden. This is a Nigerian brand. Golden is it golden pen? Golden pen. So golden penny, I be golden pen. I don't even know. So um I want to quickly because I want to quickly wash the vegetables and chop them. I have my whenever I want to make pasta for them, I always love to add a lot of veggies in them. I don't just cook plain pasta. I make sure I add vegetables, okay, because the children also need to eat healthy. In as much as the pasta is not that healthy because it is among one of the processed food, but once in a while you make it for them. I know children, they love all this pasta and indomie, so you don't just deprive them. Once in a while you make it for them. So I'm chopping off the vegetables. I have my yellow pepper, I have my green pepper, I have my yellow sweet pepper, I have my green sweet pepper, I have my red sweet pepper. I also have um what is it called? I also have tomatoes there, onion, spring, and carrot. You see all these vegetables now, they are quite expensive. I don't know what Nigeria is turning into. Things are things are too expensive. I wonder why people are not even complaining. It seems we are comfortable with the way things are going in this country. It's like nobody's even talking about it. Everybody just kept quiet. And that's why all these old men that they are ruling us, they are not taking us serious, because they know that who is going to talk, who is going to speak. Whatever they do, we will just accept it immediately and move on. We are comfortable. Imagine all these vegetables. You see this green pepper, though it's not as if they are big like that. 115, 115. Eh? That means if you don't have money, if you are not making a good money, you can't eat good food. You'll be eating trash, because to buy food in Nigeria now, to buy food stuff in Nigeria now is very, very expensive, and nobody is talking about it. Where everybody is just pretending to be okay. Well, let's say pretending, because I wonder why people are not talking about it. People are not talking about it. Things are way too expensive. It shouldn't be like this now. Eh? Even if someone does not have money to live a luxury lifestyle, you don't have money to drive a luxury car, you don't have money to travel all over the world, you don't have money to build house, at least you should be able to feed, you should be able to eat well. I think that's the main primary thing a human being need. But now things are quite expensive. Things to eat food now is problem. To eat food now is problem. You go to market, by the time you buy one or two things, the money is gone. You'll be like, what happened? What did I buy? Because things are too expensive. Things are too expensive. Food stuff, I'm not talking about material things, I'm talking about food. Food are too expensive, which is the main thing a human needs. Is too expensive and nobody is talking about it. So let's continue now. We have accepted it. That's Nigerians for you guys, because I don't understand. That's why these people, they keep treating us like this. Things are too expensive. Let everybody just double their hustle. Okay, let everybody just double their hustle. Anything that you know that is legit, that you can do, that will fetch you money, do it. Because now is not when somebody will just rely on one particular thing. You need something that will be giving you income from different angles. So let everybody just double their hustle. That's the only thing, because things are hard though. Things are hard. And for our Nigerian women that they like giving birth too much, more especially those ones in the village, they love to give birth to plenty children. They should reduce or giving birth to too many children. I don't understand. When you don't have money to give them the best, is rubbish. Even if it is one child you have and you can train that child and give the child the best, it's better than having millions of children. People should just look for a way to reduce giving birth to too many children. So um I'm done slicing all my vegetables. So I'm frying my onion, and I will leave the onion to fry for few minutes. Then I'll add my garlic, that tiny chopped stuff that I added after adding the onion is garlic. I love adding garlic and ginger in my stew or something like this, because it gives it a better taste. So I've also added my onion spring. So now I'm adding my tin tomato. The reason why I'm adding it is just to make it kind of look colorful. So, and the tin tomato that I'm using here is Sonia tin tomato. Is a Nigerian brand. I don't, you see, most of this China food, I don't like buying it. Okay, This is a Nigerian brand, and it is pure tomatoes. So in fact, I just like it. I like it. It's okay. So I'm just frying it to make sure um it doesn't have, tin tomato have one one peculiar taste like that. Though this Sonia tomato doesn't have that kind of taste. That's why I do go for it anytime I want to add tin tomato in my food. So while I'm still frying the tin tomato, I use that same opportunity to, while the tin tomato is cooking, let me just put it, I've already putting water on fire, and the water is about to boil, so I added a little bit of salt. So now I am putting the pasta inside the hot water. I don't just throw my pasta like that because I find it difficult to turn it. So I do break my pasta. So how do you do your own? Do you put it like, I know so many people put it like that. There's no faking here. This is me. I don't put my own like that. I do what makes me comfortable. So while the pasta is cooking, because I want it to cook, then I will silver the water, then pour it inside the sauce kind of. So the tomato has fried. So I'm adding my chopped sweet pepper, the yellow, green, and the red one. So I will just, allow it to stir fry few seconds. Then I will add other I'll start adding. Oh, oh, okay, it's now that I'm adding my. Okay, yes, I added the first onion spring. So this one is the green part of the onion spring that I'm adding now. So I'm just checking on the pasta. I'm just checking it, stirring it to make sure that they are all separated. I don't want them to, stuck together. So now here comes my blended pepper. So I love my food to be spicy. I love pepper. So I love to add plenty pepper in my food. So I'm just stir frying everything. Just I'm going to stir fry it few seconds. Then here comes my seasoning cube. I'm using normally. I just love the taste of normally. I've tried every other Nigerian seasoning cube. I choose normally over them because the rest of them, their taste is too salty for my liking. So I prefer normally. So time to add my salt, a little bit of salt. Here comes my curry powder, follow by time. This is how I make my pasta. How do you make it? This is how I make my pasta. This is how I make my pasta. I'll first of all stir fry the vegetable with tomato, before adding the pasta. This is how I make my pasta. How do you cook your pasta? And my children loves it. And it tastes good. It tastes yum 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 yum. It tastes so nice. If you don't make your pasta this way, you should start making your pasta this way because it tastes so good. There's another way of making pasta. So, okay, here comes my chopped beef. You can use fish, you can use chicken, any protein of your choice. You can use goat meat, but I'm using beef for this For now, for this particular one, I'm using beef. So anyone that is available, I have beef. So, and that's why I'm using beef. I'm using beef. So my sauce is ready. I'm just adding a little bit of crayfish. Do you know I also add crayfish in my jollof rice? It really bring out the taste. Some people say don't add crayfish. I add crayfish in my jollof rice. So I just added a little bit of crayfish. I will taste it to know if the taste is okay. So my pasta is ready. So I'm going to sieve out the water. Then I will just pour it. I'll just pour it in the sauce and stir everything together, mix everything together, and make sure that everything is marinated. Turn it. So I just want the water to drop. So it doesn't. One good thing about cooking pasta is that it doesn't take time, because I'm like, I don't want anything to stress me. I don't want something that will take my time. So I decided to go for pasta. I don't want anything that will take my time. So that is all. My pasta is ready. Nothing much again. So I'm just mixing everything together. I want the sauce to cover every and each of the pasta. So after this, I will just allow it to cook so that the pasta will absorb the sauce. I will take it off the fire and my pasta is ready. Nothing much. Look at this. Looks so good. Tastes so good. The taste tastes so yummy, so delicious. So I'm done. My son said he wants to eat pasta, though this food is for tomorrow, for school runs tomorrow, but since he said he wants to eat, so I'm just scooping out a little bit to a little from the pasta and give him to eat. Then in the morning I will warm the pasta, they will go to school with it. I'm done. This is how I make pasta in my house. How do you cook your pasta? Look at it, the pasta is ready. How do you cook your pasta? This is how I make my pasta. It is ready and it tastes so good. Tastes